There are men so worried with the disastrous tug with fortune that we set our life on any chance. But who did bid thee join with us? Macbeth.
He needs not our mistrust. We in the offices and what we do.
But stand with us. The west yet glimmers for some stricter days. Now spurs the lasher traveler apace to gain the timely end, and ere approaches the subject of our watch.
Hark, I hear horses. Give me light there, ho!
'Tis be he who lies within the note of expectation. And already I are the court.
Here's what let's go about.
Almost a mile.
Oh, almost a mile.
But he does usually.
What he does usually.
So all men
So all men.
do. From hence to the palace gate.
From hence to the palace gates.
Make it their way.
Make it their walk.
Ooh. A light.
A light, a light.
'Tis he.
Stand out.
It shall rain tonight!
Let him down.
Oh, treachery! Fly, plants! Fly! Oh, thou mayest revenge, O slave!
Who bid turn out the light?
Was not the way.
There's but.
Wait.
There's but way down.
No, that's your line. No, it's not. It is. Oh my god.
Oh yeah. But there is but one way down. The sun is fled.
We have lost the best half of our affair.
Now let's away and see how much is done. His throat is cut. Now let's away and see how much is done. Safe in the ditch he lies with 20 trenchant gashes on his head. His throat is cut.
Scene.
Show me, here I have a pilot's drum, wrecked as homeward did he come. A drum, Macbeth doth come. The word sisters, hand in hand, posters of the sea and land, thus to go about, thrice to run, and thrice to nine, thrice again to make up nine. Peace, the charms wound up.
So foul and fair a day I have not seen. How far is it called the forest? What are these, so withered and wild in their attire, that look not like the inhabitants of the earth, and yet are on it? Live you or are you odd? The man may question, you seem to understand me, but each at once your chappy finger laying upon her skinny lips. You should be women, and yet your beards forbid me to interpret that you are so. Speak if you can. What are you?
All hail Macbeth. Hail to thee, Thane of the Lambs.
All hail Macbeth, hail to thee, Thane of Cawdor.
All hail Macbeth that shall be king hereafter.
Good sir, why do you seem to fear the things that do sound so fair? In the name of truth, are ye fantastical or that indeed which outwardly you show? Mine.
My noble partner.
My noble partner you greet with pleasant grace and a great prediction of noble happy and of royal hope, that he seems wrathful. To me you speak not. If you can look into the seats of time and say which grain will grow and which will not, speak to me who neither beg nor fear your favors nor your hate.
Hail. Hail. Lesser than Macbeth, yet greater.
Not so happy yet much happier.
Thou shalt get king, though thou be none. All hail Macbeth and Banquo.
Banquo and Macbeth, all hail. Stay, you imperfect speakers, tell me more. By Sinel's death, I know I am Thane of Glamis, but how of Cawdor, the Thane of Cawdor lives. A prosperous gentleman, and to be king stands not within the prospect of belief, no more than to be Cawdor. So, say slang?
Say from whence?
Say from hence you owe the strange intelligence, or why upon this blasted eve you stop our way with such prophetic greeting? Speak, I charge you.
The earth hath bubbles as the water has, and these are of them. Whither art they vanished?
Into the air, and what seemed corporal melted, as breath into the wind. Would they have stayed?
Where's those things here that we do speak about, or have we eaten of the same root that takes the reason prisoner?
Your children shall be king. I shall be king. And Thane of Cawdor too, when it not so. To the self-same tune and words. Who's here?
The king hath happily received Macbeth, the news of thy success. And when he reads thy personal adventures, his wonders and his praises do contend, which should be mine or his, silenced with that, in viewing over the rest of the self-same day, he finds thee in the stout Norwegian ranks, nothing afeared of what thyself didst make, strange images of death. Mine.
As thick as hell,
As thick as hail, come post with post. Mine.
and everyone did he bear,
And everyone did bear the praises of his kingdom's great defense, and poured them down before him.
We are sent to give thee from our royal master thanks, only to herald thee into his sight, not pay thee. And for an earnest of a greater honor, he bade me from him call thee Thane. And in addition, hail thee, most worthy Thane, for it is thine.
What can the devil speak true? The Thane of Cotter lives. Why do you dress me in borrowed robes?
Who was the thing that lives yet, but under heavy judgment bears that life, which he deserves to lose, whether he was combined with those of Norway, or did land the rebel. With hidden help and vantage, or that with both, he labored in his country. Line. Reckled I know not, but Trajan's capital confessed and proved have overthrown him.
If it were done, 'tis done, 'twere well if we're done quickly. The assassination could trammel up the consequence and catch with his surcease success. That but this blow might be the be-all and end-all here. He's here in double trust, first as I am his kinsman and his subject, both strong against the deed, then as his host who should, against his murderer, shut the door, not bear the knife myself.
If it were done, when 'tis done, then 'twere well it were done quickly. If the assassination could trammel up the consequence and catch with his surcease success,
That?
what?
That
But
this blow,
might be the be-all and the end-all here. But here, upon this bank and shoal of time, we'll catch the life to come.
but in these cases,
But in these
cases,
cases, there is still judgment here.
that we
That we but teach bloody instructions, which, in being taught, return to plague the inventor. This even-handed justice commends
the
ingredients of our poison chalice to our own lips.
Is this a dagger which I see before me, the handle towards my hand? Come, let me clutch thee. I have thee not, and yet I see thee still. Art thou but a dagger of the mind, a false creation, proceeding from the heat oppressed brain? Come, let me I see thee yet in form as palpable as this which now I draw. Thou marshalst me the way that I was going, with such an instrument I was to use. Thine eyes are made the fools of the other senses, or else worth are the rest. I see thee still, on thy blade and dudgeon, gouts of blood which was not so before. It is the bloody business which informs thus to mine eyes. No, the one half world, nature seems dead. Wicked dreams infuse the curtained sleep, and witchcraft celebrates pale Hecate's offerings. Thus with his stumpy pace moves like a ghost. Now, sure and firm set earth, hear not my steps, which way they walk, for fear thy very stones prate of my whereabout. And take the present horror from the time, which now suits with it. While thy threat he lives. heat from the deeds of too heat from the deeds too cold breath gives. I go and it is done. The bell invites me. Hear it not, Duncan, for it is a knell that summons thee to heaven or to hell.
Thrice the brinded cat hath mewed, thrice was the hedge pig wide.
Our beer cries, 'tis time, 'tis time.
Round about the cauldron go, and in the poisoned entrails throw. Toad that under cold stone days and nights has 31. Sweltered venom sleeping got, boiled up first in the charming pot.
Double, double, toil and trouble, fire, burn, and cauldron bubble.
Fillet of finny snake in the cauldron boil and bake. I at noon to a frog, wolf bat and tongue of dog. Adder's fork and blind sting, lizard's leg and owl's wing. For a charm of fireful trouble, like how broth boil and bubble.
Double, double, toil and trouble, fire, burn, and cauldron bubble. Scale of dragon, tooth of wolf, witch's mummy, mongol. Of the raven, salt sea shark, root of hemlock digged in the dark. Liver of blaspheming Jew, gall of goat, and slips of you. Silvered in the moon's eclipse, nose of Turk and Tartar's lips. Finger of birch strangled babe, dish delivered by a drab. Make the gruel thick and slab, add thereto a tiger's children for the ingredients of our cauldron.
Double, double, toil and trouble, fire, burn, and cauldron bubble.
Cooler with the baboon's blood, and the charm is firm and good. By the pricking of my thumb, something wicked this way comes. Open locks, whoever knocks.
How now to you secret recommend I had? What is your dude?
Speak.
Man, we'll answer.
Say if thou'st rather hear it from our mouths or from our masters. More inside's blood that I think they're not fair. Grease that sweating from the murders gave a throw into the flame. From behind our love itself and office deftly show. He knows thy thought, hear his speech, but say thou not.
Big Beth, Big Beth, Big Beth. Remember time. We're the thing of my five. Dismiss me enough.
He will not be commanded, but here's another, more potent than the first.
Macbeth, Macbeth, Macbeth. You bloody bold and resolute, not to squat the power of man. For none of will barge shall harm that.
Listen,
let's speak not to it.
You lie metal bold.
You lie metal proud.
You lie metal proud and take no care who frets, who chafes, who frets, or where conspirers are. Macbeth shall never vanquish be until great Brennenwood to highness and hill shall come against him. That will never be. Wait. That will never be. Who can impress the forest with the tree? I'm the kid asleep. Sweet bone and good. Rebellious death rise never. Till the wood of burn and rise. And our high place Macbeth show. Wait, it's on. Why?
She wrote it.
In a high place Macbeth shall live the least of nature, and pay his breath to time and mortal custom. Yes, my heart dropped to no one more sing. Tell me if your art knows so much, shall Banquo's reign ever, shall Banquo's issue ever reign in this kingdom?
Seek to know no more.
Show.
Thrice the branded cat hath mewed.
Thrice must the hedge pig wind.
Harp your cries, 'tis time, 'tis time.
Round about the cauldron go, in the poison entrails throw. Till the under cold stone days and nights has 31. Sweltered venom sleeping got, boil thou first I the charmed pot.
Double, double, toil and trouble, fire, burn, and cauldron bubble.
Fillet finny snake in the cauldron boil and bake. I at noon to a dog, wolf, bat, tongue of dog. Adder's fork and blind sting, lizard's leg and owl's swing, great charm and proper trouble, like how broth boil and bubble.
Double, double, toil and trouble, fire, burn, and cauldron bubble. Scale of dragon, tooth of wolf, witch's mummy, mongol. Of the raven, salt sea shark. Roots of hemlock dig in the dark. Line.
Liver of
blasphemy, Jew. Gall of goats and slips of you. Line. Silvered in the moon's eclipse. Nose of Turk and Tartar's lips. Finger of birth and line.
Finger of birth strangled.
Finger of birth and strangled babe. Dish delivered by. Wait, dish delivered. Oh, forgot.
By a drab.
Dish delivered by a drab.
discovered by a jab. Add there to a tiger's cauldron for things against some of our cauldron. Double toilet trouble, fire, cauldron bubble.
Cool with bamboons, blood, then charms, firm and good, by the pricking of my thumb, something wicked this way comes, open box, whoever knocks.
Hala, you blanket me the hikes. What is you do?
A deed without a name.
Speak.
Demand.
Will answer. Say if thou'st rather hear it from our mouths or from our masters. Line.
Pour in sow's blood.
Pour in sow's blood that hath eaten her 9 pharaoh grease that sweated. Line.
From the murderers give it.
From the murderers give it, throw it to the flame.
Compile their soul.
Show. Line.
He knows thy thought.
He knows thy thought, hear his speech, but say thou not.
Macbeth, Macbeth, Macbeth. Beware, Macduff. Beware that they know fight is mystery enough.
He will not be commanded. Here's another more potent than the first.
Macbeth, Macbeth, Macbeth. Be bloody, bold, resolute, left to scorn the power of man. For none of woman born shall harm Macbeth.
Listen but speak not to it.
Be lion mettled, proud, line.
And take no care.
And take no care who chefs fret, who frets, or where conspirators are. Macbeth shall never vanquished be until great Barnum moon. To high Dunsin Hill shall night shall come against him.
Seek to know no more.
Line.
Show.
Show his grievance.
Show his eyes and grieve his heart.
Heart. Sounds like shadows so depart.
Your foolish thoughts is any so recite.
There's one that laughed and sleep, and another cried murder. That they did wake each other, I still heard. But they did say their prayers and addressed the next sleep.
There are two watched together.
One cried, God bless us, and then the other, as if they had seen me with these hanging hands. I cannot say amen after listening to their tears when they did say God bless us.
Consider it not so deeply.
But wherefore could I not say amen when I had such a need of a blessing and amen stuck in my throat?
These deeds must not be thought after this way, so it will make us mad.
Methought I heard a voice cry, sleep no more. Macbeth, like murder sleep, that innocent sleep, chief nourishers of life's feast.
What do you mean?
Still it cried no more to the rest of the house. Lambs have murder sleep, and therefore Cotter shall sleep no more. Macbeth shall sleep no more.
Who was it that died cried? Why, worldly thing, you do unblend your novel strength to think so sickly of things. Go get some water and wash these filthy wounds from your hands. Why did you bring the daggers from the place? They must lie there. Go carry them and smear the sleeping gloves with blood.
I go no more. I'm afraid to think what I have done. Go again, look on, I dare not.
And from a purpose, give me the daggers. The sleeping and the dead are but as pictures. 'Tis the eye of childhood, the fierce a painted devil. If he do bleed, I'll smear the faces of the grooms with all for him and assume their guilt.
Whence is with that knocking? What is it with every noise that appalls me? What hands are here? Ha, they pluck out mine eyes. Will all the great oceans of Neptune wash the blood clean from my hand?
My hands are of your color, but I am ashamed to wear a heart so white. I hear knocking. Hark, more knocking. Get on your nightgown. This occasion call us and show us to be watchers. Be not lost so poorly in your thoughts.
Thrice the grinning cat hath mewed.
Thrice the lunch that hedge brig line.
Round about the cauldron go, in the poison entrails throw, toad that under cold stone days and nights has 31. Sweltered venom, sleeping got, boil that first in a charming pot. Double, double, toil and trouble, fire burning cauldron bubble.
Fillet of a penny snake in the cauldron, boil and bake. Eye of a newt and toe of a frog.
Not near enough, your leafy screams throw down, and show like those you are. You, worthy uncle, shall with my cousin, your right noble son, lead our first battle. Worthy Macduffin we shall take upon what else remains to do, according to our order.
Fare you well. Do we but find the tyrant's power tonight? Let us be beaten if we cannot fight.
Make all our trumpets speak. Give them all breath. Those clamorous harbingers of blood and death.
What is he that was not born of woman? Such a one I should fear, or no?
What is thy name?
Thou shalt be afraid to hear it.
No, though thou callest thyself a hard name, any is in hell.
My name is Macbeth.
The devil could not pronounce the name more hateful to mine ear.
No, nor more fearful.
Thou liest, abhorred tyrant. With my sword I shall put the life thou speakest.
Thou wast of woman born. Swords I smile at, weapons laugh to scorn, brandished by that of woman born.
That way the noise is. Tyrant, show thy face. If thou beest slain with no sword of mine, my wife and children's ghosts will haunt me still. There thou shalt be. By this great clatter, one of greatest note seems brooded. Let me find him fortunate, and more I beg not.
This way, my lord, the castle is gently rendered. The tyrant's people on both sides do fight. The noble thanes do bravely in the war.
I have spoken with foes that strike blows beside us.
Enter, sir, the castle.
Why should I play the Roman fool, and die upon mine own sword?
Turn, hellhound, turn.
Of all men I have avoided thee, but get thee back. My soul is too much charged with the blood of thine already.
I have no words. My voice is in my sword.
I bear a charmed life, one that shall not yield to that of woman born.
Macduff was from his mother's womb untimely ripped.
Accursed be that tongue that tells me so. Line.
Keep the word.
Keep the word. Keep the word of promise.
To our ear.
Keep the word of promise.
Our ear.
Keep the word of promise to our ear, and line. Wait.
Then yield thee, coward, and live to be the show and gaze at the time. Well, how these our rare monsters are, painted upon a pole and under writ, here you may see the tyrant.
I will not yield to kiss the ground before a young Malcolm's feet. Lay on, Macduff, Ed. Line.
And Dan be him that first cries.
And damn be him that first cries. Hold, enough.
I would the friends we missed were safe arrived.
Some must go off, and yet by these I see, so great a day as this is cheaply bought.
Macduff is missing, and your noble son.
Your son, my lord, has paid a soldier's debt. Line.
He only lived.
He only lived but till he was a man, but like a man he died. Then he is dead. Aye, and brought off the field. Your cause of sorrow must not be measured by his worth, for then it shall have no end. Had I as many sons as I had hairs, I would not wish them a fairer death, and so his knell is null.
He is worth more sorrow, and that I'll spend for him.
He's worth no more. They say he parted well and paid his score. And so, God be with him. Here comes newer comfort.
Hail, King, for so thou art. Behold, where stands the usurper's cursed head. The time is free. Hail, King of Scotland.
Hail, King of Scotland.
My thanes and kinsmen, henceforth be earls. Line.
The first that ever Scotland.
The first that ever Scotland is such an honored name. So to all at once and to each one, So thanks to all at once and to each one whom we invite to see us crown this cup.
As two sweat swimmers that do cling together and show their art. The merciless MacDonald, worthy to be a rebel, forced that, the multiplying billions of nature, do swarm upon him from the western isles, of kerns and gallaglasses, is supplied. And fortune, on his damn quarrel smiling, showed like a rebel's whore, but all's too weak. Her brave Macbeth, while he deserves that name, disdaining fortune with his brandished steel. And once the sun gives his reflection, shipwrecking storms and direful thunders break. Discomfort swells, Mark King of Scotland Mark. But the Norwegian lord, surveying vantage, with refurbished arms and new supplies of men, began a fresh assault. Yes, if the sparrows, eagles, or the hare the lion, if I say Sioux, I must report they were. As cannons overcharged with double cracks, so they doubly redoubled their strokes upon the foe. Except they meant to bathe in reeking wounds, or memorize another Golgotha. I cannot tell. But I am faint. My gaseous cry for help.
Fillet of a fenny snake in the cauldron to boil and bake. Eye of newt, toe of frog, wool of bat, tongue of dog. Alder's fork, vine worm sting, lizard's leg, owlet's wing. For thrice and once the hedge pig whined. Double, double, toil and trouble, cauldron burn, no, fire burn, cauldron bubble.
Was that finger or cue? Oh. Thrice brinded the cat hath mewed.
Thrice and once the hedge pig whined.
Heartbeat cries, 'tis time, 'tis time.
Round about the cauldron go, in the poison entrails throw. Toad, that under cold stone, days and nights at 30 wone. Sweltering venom sleeping got, boiled out first in the charmed pot. Double, double, toil and trouble, fire burning, cauldron bubble.
Fillet of a fenny snake, in the cauldron boil and bake. Eye of newt and toe of frog, wool of bat and tongue of dog. Adder's fork and blindworm sting, lizard's leg and owlet's wing. For a charm of powerful trouble, like a hell broth boil and bubble.
Double, double, toil and trouble, fire burning, cauldron bubble.
Scale of dragon, tooth of wolf, witch's mummy, maul and gulf, of the raven, salty shark, root of hemlock digging in the dark, liver of blaspheming Jew, gall of goat and slips of yew, slivered in the moon's eclipse, nose of Turk and Tartar's lips, finger of birth, strangled babe, ditch delivered by a drip, and make the gruel thick and slab, and thereto a tiger's chaldron for the ingredients of our cauldron.
Double, double, toil and trouble, fire burning, cauldron bubble.
Cool it with the baboon's blood, now the charm is firm and good.
Oh, well done, I commend your pains, and now everyone shall share in the gains. Round about the cauldron sing, live elves and fairies in a ring, enchanting all that you put in.
By the pricking of my thumb, something wicked this way comes. Open locks.
Whoever knocks.
Your eyes singing to me sweet lullabies while you lay there in submission. Forbidden desire, alone in the moonlight, hearts of fire burn away our